Pull your shoulders all the way up to your ears. Now drop them dramatically. And then do it again. And now pull them all the way up. Take a big, 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 deep breath. And then drop them and let your breath out at the same time. Did you do it?
Mm-hmm.
Did it help? Hello, and welcome back to Mom Watch This, where we watch stuff and talk about it. I'm Jess.
I'm Key. I'm the kid. That's my mom.
I'm the mom. And we're going to talk about Trouble with the Curve, which I recommended, and Inside Out, which she recommended today.
That movie hurts my heart so good.
Which one?
Inside Out.
It's good. It's really good. I do love it. But I yelled the whole time at it today. Anyway,
She gets irritated.
I do get irritated. And it's stupid because it's like it's exactly the reason I'm supposed to. Like it's not like I'm seeing something nobody else is seeing or that they didn't mean or whatever. It's for the right that's exactly what they're trying to do. So, that's the problem. But we're talking about Trouble with the Curve first, right? Because we did K-pop Demon Hunters last weekend or last Friday. The time with the recording and the release dates and stuff is going to mess with me because we're recording so far ahead of time, but it's okay. So where do we want to start with Trouble with the Curve? I know how many times have you watched it since that first time that we watched it?
3.
Did you watch it?
I rewatch movies like crazy. No, oh, hold on. No, I rewatched it the first time that I rewatched it with Mikey because I'm dragging him into baseball stuff. I guess dragging's kind of not the word
I
I
was
want
like,
to
that's a
use
little
because he's
strong.
actually he's also like actually really enjoying it. So I guess dragging's not the word I want to use. Leading him, guiding him.
There you go.
Because I made him watch
Okay,
Major
so
League too.
when was the last time you watched it?
When I was in Texas.
Okay. So, do you have like specific things that you want to talk about, or just
I
you liked
remember
it a little bit more than Major League, right?
a little bit, a lot of it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, but Major League, I would definitely put up in my top 10. If that says anything.
I love that. Yeah, it does.
Okay. Trouble with the Curve, I guess. So I compared it to Major League when we were talking about it with like the romance. I'm a sucker for slow burns like that.
Well, yeah, they didn't like jump right into I don't know. I mean, Justin Timberlake definitely was, or whatever his name is in that. What's his name? Johnny?
Billy.
I don't know. Billy? Are you sure?
I'm like pretty positive. Let me double check.
Even know if they ever even say it. Honestly.
Johnny. Who the hell's Billy then?
I know. Is it Johnny?
Listed wrong. Yeah, they listed it wrong in the like quiz thing that I was looking at for like inspiration for the pop quiz.
Oh
They have
yes,
him listed
we're
as
doing
Billy.
pop quizzes.
What the
I'm
hell?
gonna adjust the listeners or address the listeners real quick. Adjust them. I'm gonna address them, and so we're going to go into a little bit more different format than we did in episode 1. Where we're basically just talking to each other about the movie. But we're gonna so she's gonna give me a pop quiz about the movie that I suggested, and I'm gonna give her pop quiz about the movie that she suggested. And I think we both have 3 questions, is that right? I have 3.
I also have 3.
Okay. So I thought that might be kind of fun because I haven't watched Trouble with the Curve since we watched it together, which for my brain, that actually says a lot. I'm probably gonna completely fail this. I'm probably gonna completely fail every pop quiz, but that's okay. It'll be fun anyway. So anyway,
Of our scores because we're doing the scoreboard too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the scoreboard. Okay. Where are we? Are you doing the pop quiz first, or are we chatting about something in the movie that you
I
wanna
would
bring up?
like to save the pop quiz for after.
Okay, okay. Um, did you when they were talking about, like, when it kept showing I just remember this being a thing. When it kept showing the barn and, like, it would show the horse running or, like, the feet of the horse or whatever. When I first watched it, I was what I don't even wanna, like, go where I was. What were you thinking when it kept showing that type of thing?
I I don't even know. I thought it was just like some weird like fever dream that he was having or something.
Oh, because he was, like,
For
kinda
like
getting
the
old
first
and
half of the yeah, because it was like for the first half of the movie, all we saw was that horse. We didn't see
yeah.
anything else.
Yeah, and I think that even when I mean, you kinda start to get an idea of what happened because she kind of alludes to it a couple times, about how he left her with her uncle or something, but at first I thought it was her uncle, but it sounds like their relationship was fine. They didn't really go into that part. It was a stranger, right, that was
Yeah, it
there.
was some rando.
Yeah, and
'Cause I think he was talking to her uncle.
possibly, I don't remember that deep into it, shocker, but, um, I just remember that he noticed that she was gone, and he was like, "Well, where is
Yeah.
she?" And went looking for her.
Yeah, I didn't know that that was, like, a flashback. I thought it was a fever dream because, again, all we saw was the horse until, like, towards the end.
Yeah, where she kinda yells at him in the restaurant and stands up and leaves about her I don't know, but,
Yeah.
how did you like watching okay, Matthew Lillard is such a douchebag in that movie.
He plays such a good douchebag.
He really does. So I was thinking about that and it's like, okay, so in Scream, he was the funny friend, but then he was the douchebag. And then in this, he was the douchebag through the whole thing. And then in
The
what's
cops
the
are
other
gonna
one?
call my mom.
He's so stupid. And then there was another one that he was a douchebag, but for the most part, he plays like a cool guy, which is really funny because he does play such a good asshole. Um,
He's also
but
kind of a piece of shit in Good Girls.
oh, see, I haven't seen that yet.
Uh,
So
that's a show that's on my list that I want you to see, and I've been asking you to see it since we watched Queen Pins. I was like, "You would like this one." And it's got oh my gosh, what's his name? His last name's Montana, I think. He's in Graceland.
oh, yeah, I
Johnny!
think is it Montana or Montoya?
I think it's Montana.
It might be. It probably is. Um,
But, yeah, he's a POS in that too.
so with what was the one thing that you were like, "What the hell is that?" Was it the clogging?
Yes.
Hey, do you
Yes, I was like,
remember
"What is going on?"
so it's funny because when I watched this movie, I don't remember if I had seen Justified already when I watched the movie. Um, I feel like I watched the movie fairly what year did it come out? 2012?
2012. Yes,
I
so Triple
feel
Curve came out in 2012, and it's directed by Robert Lorenz. It's a Warner Bros. Production, and it stars Clint Eastwood, Amy Adams, Justin Timberlake, John Goodman, and, who we were just talking about, Matthew Lillard.
Shaggy. Um, on
Shaggy,
I
OG
love Shaggy.
Shaggy.
On w didn't Clint Eastwood had something else to do with it too, didn't he? Did he, like,
I
write it
think
or
he
produce
I
it or
think he
something?
was a I think he was, like, an executive producer or something.
Okay. Yeah, he had a big, because I remember when what was that one movie that he was in that it was, Gran Turismo that he did, and he was a big part of he was a big part of that movie with and not just acting in it, but doing other stuff too, and I remember when this came out, I was like, "I can't believe it's that old. Trouble with the Curve is that old."
That's not old, what do you mean?
It think about how old you were when this came out.
11?
Uh-huh. Don't you feel
Wait,
like you're pretty
no.
far away from 11?
I mean, yeah. I had just turned 11 though,
Yeah,
because it came out on September 21st of 2012.
just crazy. It just seems like it's so maybe I just haven't seen it. Maybe I just didn't see it until later, like, much, much later. It just doesn't seem like it's that old. Um, anyway, what else? Did you have any notes? Or you said you don't take notes?
I I loved that they referenced stats, and I loved that we watched it after I had learned them, so, like,
Mhm.
the whole time I was watching, I was like, "I know what that means." I was so
Well,
happy.
it will be interesting for you to watch Moneyball. I think it was Julio the one that was telling you that you needed to watch that one pretty soon.
Yeah.
Um,
I was,
because
like,
yeah,
8. Fell asleep.
they talk. I know you were in the we watched that in the theater. I almost fell asleep in the theater that one. It's not that it's a bad movie, it's just kinda slow.
Slow. Like, we
Mhm.
need to be doing something else or something while we watch
Mm,
it.
exactly. Well, I'll just completely lose, interest. I don't know. I liked it. It was fine.
Who knows? I might not because as I've gotten I don't wanna say gotten older, but, like, as I've grown up, I guess, I I have liked slower things,
Mhm.
like
You have
Fear Fear Street
y
night or sorry, Fear Street 1666 was really slow, and I
I
really
don't
liked
even have a
that. The
clue what
Witch
that
was
is.
really slow, and I really liked The Witch, um, with Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's one of them that you wanted me to watch. Well, you have the capacity to watch something slow and have it keep your interest,
I used to not, though.
right? I don't necessarily have that
Yeah, you need action.
Shit,
Um,
I'm terrible. Okay. I hate it. Mom,
but
sit down, take your sunflower seeds, and shut the hell up. Watch this movie.
watch this movie. Open
It was terrible.
um, open Mojang on your laptop
Oh, the mahjong.
or
Yeah,
Mojang what
solitaire.
am oh, Mojang? Oh my gosh, that's the like, that's who made Minecraft.
Like, is she saying that,
No, I
I
had said it. I mixed it up.
thought maybe you were talking
Mojang
about,
made Minecraft, and I mix it up with Mahjong all the time.
that's fine. Yeah, I play mahjong and I play, uh,
Solitaire.
solitaire, and then there's another one that I really like playing when I'm watching movies because it doesn't take a whole lot of brain power and it's just busy nonsense.
Just random pogo games.
Mhm. Um, Trouble with the Curve, I personally really enjoyed the fact that a woman came
Yes.
in and
And
basically
she
was
done
like
showed up all these men. Like,
including her old fart dad, but it was because of the things that her dad had shown her, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, I loved it. She showed them all up and she found a little diamond in the rough and I loved that and I loved that it was a diamond in the rough who couldn't really
I
afford
I loved the introduction to him.
the peanut boy.
No. Oh, you're not I see.
I was talking about the diamond in the rough, the
The
kid
peanut boy.
who could pitch. What
Okay.
were you talking about?
I was talking about the introduction to Johnny Flanagan. You
Mhm.
remember?
When he comes in, when he's on his car and he's calling the little kids game. And then they
Yeah.
turn around and look at him like, "What the hell?"
I was like, "Oh, let the man have his whimsy. God dang
It
it."
was pretty cute. I loved that too. I thought
I
that was
loved
really
it.
cute.
I was like, "Aw, I love his character already."
So, her dad was a scout for the Braves, is that right? And then Flanagan was a Red Sox guy. Is that right? Do I have that right?
You ruined my pop quiz.
Oh, ha. I'm sorry.
I have to I have to
Well,
find a
you
new question now.
you already brought that up though the other day because you asked me
Yeah, but
yeah.
sometimes you don't remember stuff like that.
Hey, sometimes I can be surprising. Was it the day that I took my meds? Because I
Yeah,
did my meds this
well,
week.
I don't know.
Did take them on, I think it was Monday. I don't remember. Um, what else? What else about so we liked that they got into the stats a little bit. I liked also so I'm a big, um, intangibles person. I'm one of those people who, like, in any sport, when everybody's going crazy, like, "Oh, they look so good on paper," or, "Oh," like, different kinds of things like that. Like, we can't get rid of this guy, or we have to get rid of this guy because he's not hitting this average or whatever. And I look at things like, yeah, but what does he do in the clubhouse? What does he do for everybody else's batting average because of the morale that he brings? Or what is, like, so I loved In Trouble with the Curve when one of the very first things that we see is the guy's struggling. And I can't remember if he's a pitcher or batter, but he's struggling and they're frustrated and they're going to bench him or whatever. And Clint Eastwood's character, I can't remember his name. Um, Clint Eastwood's character schedules like a or makes a thing where his parents come into town and see him, and then he starts playing way better. And it's like that's a thing in sports where if your head isn't right, or if your morale is down or whatever, it's going to affect things. And so I love that that was a centerpiece of that movie, because even with Amy Adams and her bringing the kid who's pitching, he might not have looked, had the history or the he didn't have any stats because he wasn't on a high school team or an American Legion team or whatever league that was that asshole kid was in. What was his name? Bo Gentry.
I thought it was Gentry.
Think I don't know what it is. It's one of those,
I
but
think it's Gentry, but I don't know. I'd have to rewatch Game of Thrones because I remember that his last name, I was like, "Hey, Game of Thrones."
uh, well, you could also watch, Trouble the Curve. And oh no. Um, I anyway, the kid, I don't even know the kid's name, the pitcher that she brings in. I don't remember what his name is. Umberto? I don't know. It's something like that. But he wouldn't have stats because he didn't play ball, but she saw him, throwing it. I don't know. I guess what I'm
She
just
heard
saying is it's not all about stats and metrics and historical, whatever. Sometimes there's something different. A lot in sports. And I love that they had that on there. That's that's all I had to say. Uh, and
I
I like that.
also oop,
Go ahead.
I also it made me so mad when when the Boston Red Sox passed on taking Bo, and then
Mhm.
Lillard's character basically told everybody to fuck off, and he said, "You know what? We'll take him," even though every single person in that office was
Yeah.
telling him to. And I was like, "Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding me?" I was so mad. I was
Well,
so
but
mad.
I think that the general manager or whatever the hell they're called, I don't know. I don't know what they're called. Baseball has different terms, I think, but it might be general
Yeah.
manager. Do you remember which guy I'm talking about, that he was kind of
Yes.
listening to John Goodman and he was kind of listening to Matthew Lillard? Um, so I think he was like, "All right, well, we'll do what you say, whatever." And he says something about you better be right, and I can't remember what Matthew Lillard says, but
He said,
but
"If
he
I'm
did get
wrong,
fired,
then
so
fire me." Yeah.
yep, and he did get fired, so that was good. Made me happy because man, I hated him in that movie.
For real. I love
Which is
Matthew
so weird
Lillard
because I
so
love
much,
him
but
so
I
much.
hated that character.
He was
He's
an
such a
asshole.
good actor.
Yeah, he does not get enough, recognition for how good he is. I really and I think it's probably just because, like, the scripts he chooses and stuff like that. He's not usually in the more serious movies, or he likes horror. He
Uh,
likes that kind of stuff that he's in.
so do I, so I see him a lot. So,
Yeah,
pop
I've
quiz.
liked Matthew Lillard for a long time. What?
What was the name of the kid scouted? Amy Adams's character scouted towards the end of the movie.
Was it Umberto?
Nope.
What is his name? What is it?
Rigo Sanchez.
Rigo. Okay, it's Rigo. Who's Umberto?
Good question. You said that, and
There's
I was
that
like, "What
name.
are you talking about?"
That name is in that movie somewhere, and I don't know where. Or maybe it's a different movie with her.
This one isn't specifically tied to the movie, but it is one of the questions asked in the movie when they're
Oh,
doing their little
shit. Okay.
How many how many home runs did Reggie Jackson hit in game
Nope.
6 of the 1977 World Series?
3.
Nice.
Was it did I my it was a total guess.
You got it though.
Nice.
All right.
I'm all,
What
"Shit."
reason what reason does Bo Gentry or Gentry um does oh my gosh. What reason does Bo Gentry have trouble with curveballs?
His hands shift.
Nice.
Yeah, I knew that one.
That's
I
2.
remembered that one. How many questions? 2?
That was
Okay, are you
3.
keeping track? Because okay, but
Oh,
I got
yeah,
2
I
right.
have the tally.
Okay, because 'cause I'm not keeping track. So somebody's keeping track. Alright.
Yes.
Is that all that we have
Yes.
for trouble with the curve?
Yes.
Alright, if
Oh, I gotta
anybody
rate it. I gotta
what?
rate it.
Oh, okay.
Um, I rate that movie, hmm,
On a scale
honestly,
of
I honestly, personally will give that movie a 10 out of 10. I loved it so much. It was flawless to me.
I think it had really good writing. I think that the acting obviously was amazing
Amazing.
because, I mean, look who's in it. And I think that the story was I
It was
it
unique, and
was
I really
it was
liked it.
unique. Yep, it was. I really enjoyed it too. And the, dynamic between Amy Adams and, Clint Eastwood, I think it was perfect for what it needed to be, for what was I just
They
think they
had
did a
really
really good job.
good they had really good chemistry for what they were playing.
Yeah, because it was like she had all this anger and resentment toward him, and he just wanted her to be happy and have her best life, and he thought that that was gonna be, without him in both adulthood and childhood, and she just did not necessarily agree with that, but there was a softness there too. Like, I loved the little or the tender parts of that where it's like they kinda joked a little bit where he wanted the hot dog. He asked if one of them was for him. She's like, "Nope." Um,
Mhm.
but then but then they did have some fun little, like they would share a memory or they would laugh about something. It was very fleeting, and I just thought that was so realistic for adult relationships with your parents who, then maybe there's some
You know what it
harshness
reminded
there, I
me
guess.
of?
Hmm,
Reminded me of me and dad.
a little a little bit.
A little bit. Not like 100% all the way, but definitely there was a little bit
Yeah,
that I was like,
yeah.
"Oh my gosh." So I guess, like, also relating to her also
Mhm.
kinda boosted the rating on that movie.
That's understandable.
I love having relatable characters.
Me too, and that definitely, uh, helps the way I feel about different movies, for sure. Okay, so are we going to Inside Out?
I believe so, I think that's everything I had to say about Trouble with the Curve.
Okay, me too, I think. It better be because 'cause we're not rehashing these. Ha ha, just kidding. We'll probably bring them up in other episodes, um, because we are just BSing here. Okay. So one thing that was really, really noticeable to me in the beginning, and it's funny because
Wait,
I've seen it before. What? Oh, Inside
when
Out. Huh?
there you go. Keep going.
Okay. Inside Out was released in 2015 by Disney Pixar. I don't know why I thought it was DreamWorks, but I did, but it was not. It was Disney Pixar. Um, and then the voices were Amy Poehler was Joy, Phyllis Smith was Sadness, um, Mindy
Mindy, what's
Kaling
her name?
was
Yeah.
Kaling is Disgust, and so I thought that was really fun that we
Bill
had an
Hader.
office. And Bill Hader is Fear. That Bing Bong was Richard Kind. which I was not surprised. I was like, I know that voice, I know that voice. And then when I saw it, I was like, aha, that's him. I knew the anger was Lewis Black. So, okay, do you remember? I was going to bring this up about Lewis Black because while I was watching, I was like, oh my God, that's that one guy who plays in Accepted. He's the uncle, the
Oh my
crazy,
gosh!
yeah,
I
he's,
was
he's
actually
the
just
guy.
talking about that movie with Mikey because he's never seen it.
Oh my God, I love that movie so
I
much.
know.
It's
I was
so
like,
fun.
you have to watch it. It's so fun.
It's so stupid, but I love it so much. Um, it's amazing. So anyway, so those are the voices. And okay, so the first time I watched it was several years ago. I don't know when it was. And I think I've only seen it since like the one time. I think I only saw it the one time until I rewatched it today. But I remember the first time I watched it, I was like, sadness is just annoying. Like I was so stuck on how annoying sadness was and why does she keep touching things? And okay, but then today it was a little different. And maybe it was a little different because I remembered the movie like in my subconscious, but more than that, I noticed it was really, really apparent that Joy seems to have to try really hard to stay joyful. Did you notice? Did it seem like that to you?
Yeah.
Like certain things would come her way and she would have the different emotions which was weird to me because it seemed like everybody else in the all the little emotions, they were who they were. They just were. Like sadness was sadness and anger was always angry and like they all had that's who they were. Where joy seemed like she possessed all of those like she was a little mini Riley or something, but with a try to be happy thing instead of that's just who I am. I'm just always
Do
happy.
you
I'm just
think
sunshine.
do you think maybe that's because Riley tried so hard to be happy all the time?
And that's what I was thinking. I have a note about that too, how her mom and dad were always making little comments and making such a big deal about how she was their happy girl and stuff. And that bothered me because her other feelings were valid, but she didn't need that like extra guilt of letting them down if she wasn't happy, she didn't feel a certain way. And that made me really sad for her. But that could be why, but it also doesn't kind of make sense because why couldn't joy just still be joy? But then I was like, well, I mean, inside of us, sometimes our joy does get squashed by other things, and sometimes it does get pulled away from itself. Like sometimes we do lose it. And not that I think that there's these little emotions inside, you know what I mean? but
Mhm.
but I think that I don't know. I don't know if that was really good writing or if I was just annoyed that why can't Joy just be herself? Why can't she just be Joy? Or is that what it is supposed to be about? So that was the biggest thing I noticed and really what kind of was the central thing. I did take a lot of notes. You could probably hear me moving my little papers. Um I have paper notes. Listen, I had a Saint Bernard in my lap and I could not type on my computer, so I had to take paper notes while I was watching this. Um, let's see. Oh, I have a little note here about how they did. So, okay, I have theories about how songs get stuck in our head. And this one was just a fun one to add. Do you remember what they do?
Triple dent
What's
gum.
But do you remember like how they like the memory dump guys are like,
Yeah, they're like, "Haha,
"Wait,
let's
let's
sum
have
this
some
up."
fun." That cracked me up. That cracked me up. It's like, God damn it. Okay, well, that gives me another reason to think that we get stuck on stupid shit that we shouldn't be. Um, okay, so that was another one of my notes things I said as annoying as sadness is, I'm more annoyed actually with joy and that she just doesn't allow the other emotions to just be. To just be. Because when Bing
She has
Bong
to
is
have
feeling
control over the console at all
I
times.
know, and to me, okay, so that to me seems like and is in the truest sense of the word with this specific movie, it seems like a what is it called when you get away from your it's against it goes against her character. Because I don't think that I mean, I guess not really, because Riley is, like you said, she's forcing herself to be joyful, and so she's forcing Joy to be in control at first, maybe. Maybe?
I definitely think that Joy, because like, if you notice, there were times where Anger even would be like, "Oh, well, that's pretty neat," and he'd, have a smile on his face and be happy.
Oh, that's true,
And
yeah.
Fear, before the dog ripped in half in the dream, he was sitting there chilling, and he was just smiling, watching the dream and drinking his coffee or
Oh,
hot
yeah,
cocoa
well,
or
because he
whatever.
was resting because he didn't have anything to be afraid of in, sleep.
Yeah,
Like, he got to
apparently
rest
he
a little bit.
did.
Well,
The
yeah,
clown
when
came in, and he was like, "No."
but I did love that, like, when Bing Bong was sad and all that sadness needed to do was go and sit with him, and then he felt his feels, and that was
He was
really
good.
my whole thing, and he was good, and he got to move on, like, he got to move forward from that after feeling his feels, and that was really kinda my whole thing through like, the whole movie, I'm like, "Joy, you're the problem!" Like, I kept getting so mad at her because every single thing that went wrong was because she was trying to stifle the other emotions and the other memories and keep them from being who they were, right?
Yeah.
I was just getting annoyed with that, so, she
I
just annoyed
love all of the characters, though. I do.
I do too. I do too. And I don't know. I mean, I get where one character like her dad was controlled by one character, which didn't make sense that it was Anger to me. I didn't it did not make
He
sense
was
to me that
just
his
so
dad.
zen, like, he was just kinda
I
chill.
yeah. Well, and he was just kind of dopey and yeah. And then her mom was controlled by
Sadness.
sadness and that didn't seem right really either. But
Well,
then
there's a
again, it's
theory
like
that her mom has depression, and that's why
depression.
Sadness is kinda in control. But if you notice, they all work together, and she just kinda, I don't wanna say barks the orders, but she kinda gives the orders to the others to control their part of the console.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that was the whole thing with Riley. It's like they got to actually share a console and her parents were always had a console that all the little emotions shared.
But with
So,
Riley's, it's like Joy had to have control of that console the entire time she was in there for the first half of
yeah.
the movie.
Yep. Um until her little ass got lost and then why did the console die? Why did what happened? Like what did I miss? Why did it die?
I'm pretty sure when she ran away from her family, it shut down all the core memory islands.
Well,
Like,
I knew that
they
part,
all fell. So,
but why the console?
because the console is powered by the core memories, I think, and
And those
basically
were just all dying.
she also shut down her emotions when she was running away. So, to shut
Okay.
down your emotions, they can't control what she does. She's doing it on her own now.
Well,
Like,
barely.
she's like, think about it, like, have you ever had moments where you just kind of feel numb?
Yeah.
It's like
You're an
that,
au
I
it's
think.
autopilot. That's what I call the autopilot.
Yes.
Mhm. And usually, yeah, it is when I'm, like, totally exhausted emotionally and I just can't. I can't emotion anymore.
Exactly. So think of it kind of like that. Because like when I first saw it, I totally understood that. And then especially I here comes the like kind of relating to characters. I definitely related to Riley because shit, dad being in the Coast Guard, we moved
Well, you
all
guys
the
moved a lot
time.
you guys. You guys moved without me all the time. Why did I say it like that?
I
We
don't know.
moved I don't know, I just totally took myself out of that whole situation. I don't know, talk about shutting down. We mo we moved all the time. Yeah, and I get that, and I
And there were
maybe
times where I just like I would miss where I was and I wanted to go back to Key West or Oregon. I wanted to go back to Oregon so bad.
Yeah. Well, when we were in Key West, you didn't, but then once we left Key West, you wanted to go back to either Oregon or Key West, you didn't care which one.
Yeah, I didn't care which one, I just didn't wanna be where we were anymore.
But you loved Key West. Like, that
I
was
loved
I
it,
mean,
yeah.
I would go back there in a heartbeat too. I love Key West. But and I wonder if too, maybe maybe I said that the way that I did because you and I are 2 totally different creatures in that way, and I loved moving around. I loved the adventure. I don't know. I needed that. I needed to explore. I needed the adventure.
I
I needed
think I think my problem was I just got too attached to people way too easy and way too
nothing
fast.
wrong. That's not a problem that you make friends and
I mean, yeah,
mm,
but the amount of people that I have lost contact with, I honestly feel so blessed to have gotten back into contact with Lily.
I know. I know. Well, and thankfully now, I mean, I know that we bash on social media a lot and it can be very overwhelming and frustrating and annoying and all those things,
And
but
dangerous.
and dangerous. But really for a lot of things and especially for kids like you who have moved around all your life and made friends along the way and don't want to lose contact with. I mean, once upon a time, 30 years ago, whatever, I wouldn't still be able to be in contact with Tone or with what we just wouldn't have that. Yeah, we could write letters, but then somebody moves and forgets to forward their address at some point, and then you never talk to them again. Like that is one thing I love about social media now. I mean, thank
Yeah.
you for or thanks to social media, Delisa and I have reconnected and are close again.
Oh,
I
I
love
love
that.
her.
I know, and you would have never met her had it not been for social media. So that's why did we get on the social media thing? Oh, the moving around and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, and maybe that is why I distanced myself from your um I don't want to say complaint because it wasn't a complaint, just your statement there. Why
Mm.
is maybe because I loved it. I loved moving around, but I'm a weirdo too, so that's the thing. Um, anything else about Inside Out
I
before I
thought you
do
had
my
a
pop
quiz.
quizzy?
I was
I
gonna
do.
say
Hey, so what does Bing Bong say spells shortcut?
Danger. Shortcut.
That was so funny. It made me laugh out loud, so I had to include it. Um, you already answered this one. What is the commercial jingle for the uh,
Triple
what?
dent gum. I don't actually
Thank
know the
you.
rest of the jingle, but I do get the little, like, melody
Yep.
stuck in my head sometimes, still to this day.
And then in what order did they introduce the emotions?
I think it was joy, and I think sadness was next, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Ooh, disgust?
Nope.
Oh, anger.
Fear is next. Joy,
Oh, was
sadness,
anger the
fear.
last one?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. That was a good question.
That was a good question, you got me.
I got you. So we're 2 and 2 now.
Dang. I really thought I was gonna get all 3 today.
Yeah, okay, so here's my secret weapon. While I don't remember absolute anything, I do also pay attention to some nonsense that not all people pay attention to.
Well, we had Disney Scene It sit there and train us for years.
And for that is for real. That
Yeah, I
is
said,
true
asking you
story.
about how many home runs did Reggie Jackson hit in the game 6 of
So it's like now I'll be watching movies and like watching too closely because and then miss important shit. Like the knickknack in Deadpool 2.
in Deadpool. Oh
Um
my god, I was so mad. I was like, "What are you talking about? There's really important things going on." And she was like, "Well," and I was like, "Somebody's dying." And then 2 seconds later, "Why is he sad? Because Vanessa died." "Who's Vanessa? Are you serious?" We had the whole
We
movie in the beginning explaining who the hell Vanessa was, and I even spent time telling her who Vanessa was before we even started the movie.
because we didn't watch the first one, so you had to kinda give me a little
Well,
bit of a
yeah, I won't be watching the first Deadpool with you, that would be uncomfortable.
okay,
The
awesome.
first Deadpool has a lot of sex in it.
Alright, well, I'll have to watch that without you, and then we'll watch the 2nd and 3rd one again, because I love them. Um,
Yeah.
so next week, we are going to be speaking of Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds, we're going to be discussing If and and that's my choice actually that I made her watch because one night I was laying in my bed and I decided I wanted to watch something I'd never seen before and I watched that and I was crying like a damn baby at the end and I was like, "Okay, my kid has to watch this." And I think I made you watch it like that night with me.
I think you did.
So, and
Yeah, so
then so
if you wanna catch up, please watch If, and we will also be discussing T
yes.
It, Stephen
So
King's
If
It.
and
We were,
It, we
yes, and I'm talking about the newest It. I'm not talking hold on, let me just say the year. Uh, hold on, I think it came out in 2017, yeah, 2017. So the
when did If come out? Like
2017
last year?
It, I don't know.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, if you look it up
2017
on
It
your
I'll look it. I'll look.
if you
Um
yeah, if you look up It 2017 on your phone right now, on Safari, it throws a little red balloon that floats up to the top.
That's hilarious. Um, yeah, If came out in 2024. Um, and it's if you haven't seen it yet, I recommend
Please
this
do.
movie to literally everyone. It is the one of the best movies I've Oh, let me rate Inside Out. So, I'm a I'm not a tough rater. I don't know how to rate stuff because I usually rate it on in like enjoyability and if I'll watch it again. Um Inside Out is one of those that's really cute, and I thought it's fantastic, and I think all young kids should watch it. I think that anybody with a kid should watch it because you know what? Just let your kids feel their feels, man. I don't know what I was saying.
Let your kids feel their feelings, and then you said "and."
I don't know. But anyway, we were doing the rating. Um, I would say I probably won't now that we've discussed it and stuff. I may not watch it again. I saw the second one too, and it was really cute. But I saw the second one without urging from you, I think. I think I just wanted to see it because
You
it
were
was cute,
watching
because I
well,
knew it was cute.
no, Wolf put it on, and you were in the living room and just kinda watched it.
I got
I
sucked
came
in,
in
yeah.
toward the end, yeah.
Yeah. Um, and it's cute. I'd say for what it is, yeah, I would give it a 9, probably. It didn't have enough fun music in my opinion.
Ah,
I'm a
so you
brat.
have to have music.
No, okay, but I don't because I hate musicals. I don't know what's my problem. I don't know my problem. I don't know that If
You
had a
don't
bunch of
hate
fun music either.
you don't hate all musicals.
No, but I don't love them. We're We're going there. I there are some that are fine. I just am not super into them. Um,
I'm into
anyway,
one.
if is if you haven't heard of it or watched it, please watch it before next week so that you can follow along. If you're afraid of creepy clowns or whatever, you don't necessarily have to watch it. But I do recommend it is a good one too. Um, but definitely if because even if you're, I don't know, it's very, heartfelt, nostalgic, all the things. It's gonna make you feel some things. So, it's so good. But we're gonna be talking about that, and we're going to be talking about it. So
2017 It. I know everybody's gonna be like, "It,
2017 it.
like the '80s movie?" No.
Those stupid '80s movies, yeah. No, 2017 it, and that is very yeah. Anyway, so get those out. I don't know what streaming platform they're on. I still have to look. I think
Here,
maybe If is on
um,
Disney.
yeah, no, I don't think If is on Disney, but you can find it on HBO Max, Sling TV, Amazon Prime Video, YouTube, Google Play Movies and TV, Apple TV, and Fandango at Home, and they're all they range from HBO Max subscription, the add-on for Sling TV, and then from $3.79 to $3.99 on everything else.
Okay. And then did you say If already?
No, I don't know
Okay.
where to
So,
find it.
well, let me look here. You can always pull this.
That did come out in 2024. Nice. Oh, here it is. So you can get it on Paramount Plus with subscription, Amazon Prime Video with subscription, MGM Plus with the subscription, YouTube, you can get it with Primetime subscription, Fubo TV subscription, YouTube TV subscription, Philo subscription, Google Play Movies and TV for $3.99, Fandango at Home for $3.99, and Apple TV for $5.99. What the hell?
Dang, Apple.
Okay, Apple.
Because I think they pay their people more, but I don't know for sure. I think they may pay higher royalties, but I don't know for sure. That's what I've heard in the past about music stuff. So, um, anyway, yeah, check them out, and we'll, well, pull up a snack and see us next week.
Absolutely. And thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. Bye, guys.